everyone, welcome to our channel, and today we're in KTU's Design Library and I have a special guest, Narmin. She's an active KTU student. So hi Narmin.
Hi.
So I have a few questions for her. So the first one is, how did you decide to come to Lithuania, and was it hard to adapt? Well, how do you like being here at KTU?
It was a recommendation at first from my friend to choose to continue my studies at KTU, and then later on I researched for myself to see the perspectives of the faculty that I'm gonna choose the study program. And the other reason, it was in my country we had a state scholarship that from our Ministry of Education, and if you are accepted to some of the universities that are in the list, you can apply for scholarship. And yeah, that's how I decided to apply and to go through the interviews and the competition. And luckily, yeah, I got that scholarship, but it was the results were quite late. I came to start my studies a month late, so which was the reason that was quite hard for me to adapt, and I didn't know anyone. I was totally in a new place, new environment. And it was like, it was first time I was having, you know, like living in such like dormitory, was like in a single room, and yeah, it was a bit lonely, and also like you ask how with my neighbor we had to clean up, you know, the common area with turns. So I had no idea when it was my turn what tools to use and how to clean it. So
a new experience, right?
Yeah, I knew everything was a new experience.
But did you like it?
Yeah, as in the beginning, it was really different, and was trying to get used to it. And for almost a year, I didn't really met many people or like was involved in any activities. And yeah, only the first time I made Lithuanian friends, it was when I went for Erasmus for the first time. I met in Sweden, met there, and then after that it was I started to join 2 more activities, and yeah, that's how it started.
And you got involved.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really fun. So Narmin, I have another question. What is Quiz with Narmin? How do people play it, and what was the inspiration to create such a thing?
Inspiration, I would say, as in since my childhood, I was really into playing these competitions, this kind of games. Well, I was always watching on TV to these TV shows, and I remember, yeah, I was writing down the questions and the answers for myself, because I was always asking my parents to take me to these TV shows. They said, you have to become 18, you're too young, too small for that. So I was waiting, you know, to grow up and then have this competition for myself as well. When I was in high school, there were more quiz TV shows in Azerbaijan, in my country, happening, so I decided to join, and yeah, I have pretty much tried to join all of them that I can. I remember even one of the shows, they banned my visit because I was coming too much, and people were quite suspicious. They were getting calls that they tell me the answers beforehand, and so they said, okay, just to erase this rumors around, please.
So you were known as being this maniac of quiz shows.
Well, some people were recognizing, let's say, in the streets.
Cool.
Yeah. And when I came, you know, when I went abroad for studies, I was missing this feeling of, you know, like always competing with each other and so on. Yeah, here I was trying to look for the quizzes happening in English, because in In Azerbaijan, it was more popular, and like many people knows, there are a lot of games happening.
In English?
In Azerbaijani language, in Russian as well, but in English not many.
So in Lithuania, it's probably the same.
Yeah, it was same in Lithuania, and I was surprised that when I was asking around from the international students and other people, they didn't know about the quizzes or they never played. So it kind of gave me an idea that I should introduce this culture, these activities to, if I can, to others. Well, it was a bit hard in the beginning to switch from native language to English.
Oh, yeah.
And it was very. I was concerned about translating the questions, making questions in English, that it might not sound very good, or I might make mistakes.
People don't care.
Yeah.
They just want to have fun.
Yeah, that's I figured out later. So yeah, that's how it kind of gave me an idea. So we just started to do a couple of games with the Erasmus Student Network. I was volunteering there.
But
And,
do they have to register, or can anyone come?
Yeah, right now we have more structured system. We have website that
We will leave a link below.
Thank you. The website is it's good to study at KTU Informatics. I can make my own websites for the activities that I do. And yeah, registrations are there. So we normally have had quizzes every week on every Thursday in last 4 semesters.
Wow.
But this semester, actually, I'm doing my almost, I think, 5th exchange in the Czech Republic.
Wow.
Yeah, so as I'm not most of the time in Kaunas, I cannot do every week, but we do every month, once in a month.
Okay.
The last one was quite nice. It was international quiz together with the Kaunas 2022 City Telling Festival. Yeah, the next one is going to be related to actually Azerbaijan. I'm very
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm quite nervous about it because I have I've done quizzes about Lithuania, and it's first time I'm actually gonna do about my own country that I come from.
But it's interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be
different.
interesting. And yeah, the people come. They can come with a team of 6. Preferably, because that's the best, I would say, amount to think together. And
as a team,
as
right?
a team, yeah. And I always try to make questions in a way that it would be logical and would involve every person in the team. And I always tell that as diverse the team is, it's more chances to win, because I try to put questions from different
points of view, right?
points of view, and different nationalities and around the world.
Can they use their phones or
No.
something? No, they need to think everything.
Yes,
they need to like make up an answer from their head.
Yeah.
Wow, that's hard.
The phones are strictly forbidden. No, it's not.
Do you like take them from everyone, put them in one basket?
I was thinking to do that, but I choose to trust the people who come.
Because somebody can steal, another phone.
Yeah, I just ask from people to respect each other and respect the rules, and because it takes quite a lot of time to make those questions, and if you're gonna Google the answer, well,
it's not fun.
Yeah, it's not fun. The whole fun is like when you get that moment that, oh yes, I found this by myself.
Yeah, so it's really interesting, really cool. So you can check it out, and maybe when it's going to be the next quiz, you can register and participate. And it's really interesting. I might participate. I'm intrigued. Now that we talked about Quiz with Narmin, let's see what kind of other projects you're working on, and maybe something new in the future.
Yeah, currently I'm working with the social project called Speak, and Speak is a tech startup from Portugal, and The mission is to connect migrants, refugees, international students coming to the city with locals through the language and cultural exchange.
Very cool.
Yeah, the reason why I really wanted to bring it to Kaunas, I quite liked the idea. It was 3 years ago. I went with KTU Erasmus Plus traineeship to Portugal. It was first time for me that I went to a new place, not as an exchange student, but as a trainee. And there I realized that how difficult and different it might be when you are moving to a new place, not as a student, because well, Kaunas is a student city and there are lots of activities for students happening, which is quite nice. But then I was keep thinking that how to connect to other people because there are like how to make them to come together in as a community, because it's not just the students who are there. And well, when you go to migration office, you see so many new faces, and then you try to understand where are these people, why don't we meet them, and like we need to, you know, build kind of a better community that everyone would come together to discuss their problems from small to bigger ones, or just to share their hobbies together. And yeah, that's the idea. And what I like about the speak is like anyone can apply to teach their language to others, and anyone who wants to learn the language, they can apply to this project. And also there are like ambassadors that you can organize events in your city, and just to organize any cultural activities, again to bring people with the different backgrounds together, not just, you know, focus only on the students. And yeah, we just started it from September.
It's this year?
Yeah, it's quite new. So I just brought the idea, but it's not that I want to be, you know, the main person or whatever. This is the idea, is just to kind of push others to
spark the passion to meet each other and learn about each other.
And then they would start, because it's community-based activities, so they would organize their own events that they are interested. Well, I'm interested in quizzes. I'm bringing my hobby and making my hobby to become others' hobby as well. So this is how it spreads around.
So anyone can participate, and you know, if they have any ideas, they can. Yeah, you know, like tell you or somebody else that
they
like,
can.
Oh,
there's
a
very nice platform, as I mentioned before, speak.social, where you can apply.
With your ideas.
Yeah, yeah, and then there are like all the cities that you can find. We were 21st city to join this project. Kaunas is the first city in Lithuania, but it's growing now. It's the last time I checked, it was in 25 cities, so it's growing.
What about Vilnius, our capital?
Well, I hope someone will bring it to Vilnius as well,
because there's a lot of like international students in Vilnius. So that would be a great thing.
Yeah, you know? Well, that's the message that anyone who wants to start it. You can
start it up. Start it up. What? You can start it.
Yeah, it's a great project, and
really
that's in my future plans, just to make it more popular in Kaunas. And
yeah, it's a great thing. I'm hearing it for the first time actually, because it's new, but it's a great project. So I hope you will go and visit the website and bring your ideas, go participate, and it's really cool, really cool. So we're almost done with the interview, but we have one last fun question. So what tips would you give to people who are thinking of maybe starting an event or an organization but are too scared to do that?
First thing is to start, and to start small, because most of the time we think that we want to change the world in one step, but it takes more than that. And just to start with something that inspires the person itself and have a special passion or hobbies. And that's how, you know, I started with my activities. So when you, in the beginning, you think that the people might not be interested, and well, of course, in the beginning it's quite hard to get to the people because they don't know you, and there is no maybe word spread around or no enough trust, and a lot of these barriers. But later on, if it's if you see that you can, you know, at least inspire one person, then you are thinking that okay, that kind of inspiration comes to you back, and then it helps you to get more motivated to create more and more, to just to you know, make a better community around you.
Yeah, if you're passionate about it, then people will participate.
And always they can sign up for the Speak as an ambassador. They can create events that they like, language activity related or culture related, or anything that again inspires the person.
So Speak is a nice way and a program that can help you to start your own idea, right?
Yeah, actually, that's after coming back from that internship at Speak, I started quizzes more, you know, like every week, to more frequently, because it also inspired me in a way that I should maybe keep continuing doing these even small activities. And right now I was happy to see that Speak has this new program of Take Speak to Your City. So anyone who wants to take it to their city, they can. And now we are here in Kaunas. I just encourage everyone to help and build this community together.
It's so cool, really cool, because I was even thinking of these kind of things and thinking, do these organizations exist? And they do. So thank you, Narmin, for your answers.
Thank you.
And I hope it was interesting to you to listen and learn about these programs. And thank you, Design Library, for letting us film. And this is a really cool place. So go check out their website and see what kind of events they hold. And go check out Quiz with Narmin. She has a Facebook page and also a website. So you can find all the events and all the quizzes in the pages. And down below, you can also find a link to Speak Social Portal, and you can find all the cultural events there. And also we want to thank Rasa Design. You can see all the pretty things behind us. So go to her website and also check her designs. So thank you again, Narmin, for being here. And maybe you want to say something at the end?
Thank you for inviting me for this interview, and I hope it inspires others to create more activities in Kaunas and make this city more international and friendly for everyone.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you again. So, bye everyone.
Bye.